What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to this week's third and final episode of the greatest, well, I guess fourth, fifth, maybe, final episode of the greatest podcast on turf of the week. I'm Anthony.
I'm Ryan.
We are back with our Week 4 NFL game outlook / fantasy outlook / game predictions. Last week was terrible. Ryan and I both went 6-10. But our best bets were good. We are 11-4 in the past 2 weeks on our bets.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out our best bets from yesterday. Hopefully you guys make some money like me and Ryan are making. We uploaded our fantasy football stardom sit-em video on Wednesday. So be sure to check that one out as well. Set your lineups. Get the guys in that you didn't get in before last night's game. Before we get into any game talk, Ryan's going to tell you guys about our sponsor.
Little Italy Pizzeria. They got the best cheesesteaks, the best pizza in all of Delaware. 2 locations, one of those being in Middletown, Delaware. The other one being in Townsend. It is a great family business with great food, great people, great prices. Be sure to come in and check it out. Let them know that the greatest podcast on turf sent you. They will take care of you. Show proof that you're subscribed, that you listen to us, and they will hook you up with an additional discount. With no further to do.
All right, starting with
about these stupid games.
Last night's game. It's currently Tuesday, September 27th at 9:30 p.m. So last night's game hasn't happened yet, but I am liking the Bengals this one. They're rocking the all-white unis. They're the home team. Tua might be banged up. Not sure if he's playing or not yet. Again, they're in the all-white uniforms. It is a home game, and it's a pretty set high over. So I'm rocking with the Bengals this one. I think that the Bengals can put up a lot of points on offense. I think that the Bengals are due for a big win. I think they're due to score a lot of points. And what better week than against arguably the hottest team in football right now, the Miami Dolphins, at home on a Thursday night on Amazon Prime.
You said all that, and none of it's going to be true. The Bengals are wearing white uniforms. But give me the Dolphins.
Nope.
The Dolphins should be favorites this game. They should definitely not be 3.5-point underdogs. They've been a better team each week than the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm not going to sit here like an asshole and pretend like that's not going to be the case this week. Granted, Vegas probably has something in store for me.
I'll bet you.
But for right now, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Last night / Thursday night's dinner on it.
That's fine. Just make sure I have 2 of them.
Well, yeah, if Tua don't play the bets off, obviously, but
yeah.
Deal. So bet dinner on it.
Yeah, I still owe you $5, but yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, now I'm liking the Bengals this one. Fantasy football, you got the main guys: Joey B, Tua if he plays, Joe Mixon. I mean, if you want to start Chase Edmonds, go ahead. I don't love it. The receivers, obviously, the big 4 receiver of this game: Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Jamar, and T. Higgins, who's the best receiver on the Bengals. But yeah, I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. It is Thursday night in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's bringing out their all-white uniforms, the new alternate helmets. I love it. I'm all for it. If you look good, you play good. They're going to beat the Dolphins.
No, I'm rocking with the Dolphins. They've been a better team all season. Give me Tua.
Give me Joey B. Next up on the list, going into Sunday morning's game at 9:30 in London, bruv. The Minnesota Vikings in London away versus the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
This talk about a fucking ugly game. Give me the Vikings, though. I don't think the Saints are that good. I've been saying it all offseason. They got outcoached by the Panthers last week. Alvin Kamara was kind of on lockdown. Chris Olave did his thing, though. I think Jameis Winston blows. I mean, Kirk Cousins ain't much better, but I think the Vikings have an overall better team. Their offense is better. They have better weapons, and this is probably going to be an Alexander Madison, just 25 fantasy point game. And the Vikings are going to win this one in London, so give me the Vikings.
I don't like this game at all.
Nope.
I think if the Saints were at home, I probably would have pulled the trigger just because it's New Orleans. And
I don't blame you.
The defense is something serious, in my opinion. But I went with the Vikings here. It's a neutral site. Granted, I don't know how Kirk Cousins is going to
Oh, shit, I didn't even think about that. I guess this is considered prime time, I guess.
Dude, I don't know. Or maybe Kirk Cousins is going to be a GOAT because there's no Americans are going to be up watching the game at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I tell you, I won't fucking be.
I'll be at work, so I can't watch it. I got to go with the Vikings here. I think they're the better team. I don't really know. I think Justin Jefferson's due to be back eventually.
I was literally just about to say, I think he's due.
He's due for a game. Granted, he had 1 week on, but
I
don't like this. I don't like this game. Give me Kirk Cousins over Jameis Winston. So that's really the only reason I'm doing it.
In theory, they're probably about the same player.
No, we can't disrespect Kirk Cousins that bad.
But nah, I mean, for fantasy football purposes, who are you liking in this one besides like Justin Jefferson?
Chris Olave, you have to start the running backs.
Whether it's Dalvin Cook or Madison on the Viking side.
Yeah, but really just Chris Olave on the side, or Michael Thomas too.
Yeah. How do you feel about Adam Thielen?
I don't like Adam Thielen. I think didn't he just have like a touchdown, 60 yards and a touchdown. I think he's touchdown dependent, and I'm not locking in on that.
No, I mean I feel that. I understand that. This is such an ugly game though. I mean, glad it's in London. If you get up at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday to watch this game, props to you. You must really love football.
I mean, I'll be up at 5 a.m. because of work reasons, but I don't even know if I'm going to be checking the game that much.
I mean, I have Justin Jefferson, so I'll probably do my due diligence and turn it on when I wake up. But, I mean, I'm not dying to watch this game.
That's fair.
Are we at your house Sunday?
Yeah, that's fine. My house is fine.
All right, yeah. Next up, another hideous game. The Seattle Sea Chickens at the Detroit Lions. Give me the Lions. Seahawks blow. They literally suck. Geno Smith's terrible. DK Metcalf isn't going to be on shit. Tyler Lockett hasn't been on shit anyway. Give me the Lions in this one. Give me Jamal Williams, Jared Goff, and Amon-Ra St. Brown versus the world.
But what if Amon-Ra's out and Dre Swift is out?
Give me Jared Goff and Jamal Williams. And DJ Chark.
Part of me was really leaning towards Seattle because I'm not sure about Amon-Ra.
Seattle just is such a bad football team.
That's fair.
The best it will ever get for them this season is that Week 1 win against Denver in Russell Wilson's return game. I mean, yeah, maybe they'll scrape out a couple wins here and there, but they're a bottom-of-the-barrel team.
Don't you just see a world where DK and Tyler Lockett just have a good game against a line secondary that isn't that good?
No. I mean, Jeff Okudah looks good. Amani Oruwariye is a stud. I mean,
they've allowed a 10th most passing yards in football.
Then that's fine. Going up against the Seattle Sea Chickens team, I'm not worried the slightest.
I mean, I took the Lions too, but
I'm not worried about that the slightest. I mean, Detroit's going to win this game, and it's not close. Geno Smith's terrible. The Seahawks are just not a good football team. I mean, granted, the Lions might be without their two best offensive players, but that's really not stopping me. I don't think the Seahawks are a good football team at all.
I can't say with confidence. I think the Lions are going to win, but I would not be surprised at all that if the Lions are without their two best offensive players, they shit the bed against Seattle. Because I don't think the Lions are that good either, if we're being honest.
And
but I still took the Lions. The Lions suck. So do the Seahawks. So do the Jaguars. They've sucked for the last 5 years. They're going to suck for the next 10.
Just stop with the Jags, bro.
They suck.
I can't wait until I'm right about the Jags, and you got to hand me $20 at the end of the season. I can't wait.
Yeah, and I'm going to get handed 20 because I'm going to be right about the Packers and the Dolphins.
So I'll break even, but it's fine. I'll be right.
No, because you owe me 20 for each.
I thought it was 10.
Look at the notes, bud.
Duh. Check the notes. Somebody's been doing their homework on the greatest bets on turf note.
Pretty sure we just looked at it and just talked about it.
I think we did. We did look at it last night we recorded. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's 20.
No, Vikings, Packers, Division 10. Packers, Bengals is 20.
Okay, so you're going to owe me 10.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it.
I think that there's a good chance I owe you 10 or you'll owe me 10.
Wait, no. There's the Dolphins one and then there's the
There's no Dolphins one.
We didn't bet the Dolphins?
No. Because I wouldn't. I'm not an asshole. I'm not
I thought we bet the Dolphins for a season long. No, me and my dad did.
I was going to say, it wasn't me. I wouldn't really.
Yeah, you would have.
Probably. That's fair. This is just an ugly game. The Seahawks are terrible. Next game isn't that really just a... I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, wait until we get to the next one.
Oh, I see it. I'm looking at it. Next
or
up...
even the next one.
Yeah. The Jets at the Steelers. I didn't know Zach Wilson was playing this week. Although that doesn't change much.
That makes it easier for the Steelers. Zach Wilson hasn't played football in like a month. There's no way he's just back. Zach Wilson, we don't even know if prime Zach Wilson's good. There's no way Zach Wilson coming off of a meniscus is just him. There's just no way.
But
like
just,
the Steelers,
just like you said, can you picture a world where Zach Wilson just comes out and looks good against the Steelers defense?
If he wasn't coming off of a meniscus, sure. If he was...
Joey B won a Super Bowl after having his knee reconstructed. Or he made a Super Bowl after having his knee reconstructed.
Yeah, but he probably looked like shit the first week, didn't he?
It beats me. Fucking beats me.
Yeah, this is poor. I mean, it was off of an off season. He had a whole offseason to...
Zach Wilson had a whole preseason and a whole month.
No, he did not. He got hurt during preseason.
Week 1. So he had the whole rest of the preseason and the first 3 weeks to recover.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow had the whole season to recover and then was back in practice. Zach Wilson's practicing for like a week and just getting thrown in there. You're telling me good luck.
I mean, the Steelers just got shitted by...
I don't give a hoover damn who they got the
Browns.
There's no way this dude was good in his
Was
first
it finally
game back.
Pro Football Reference it is? Or
I
just,
know,
yeah.
but this one is probably fine. Is it 2021? Oh my goodness. Give me the game logs. There we go.
Here we go. Let's see. What did Joe Burrow do week 1 last year coming off of his knee reconstruction surgery?
Probably horrible.
And
rightfully so. He's allowed to do horrible week 1. Okay, that's okay. Like,
need I say more? With all that being said, I'm still taking the Steelers.
let me find Pro Football Reference because apparently, like, I just can't buy a win. Just can't buy the win.
But I just can't. I mean, I would love to picture a world where Zach Wilson comes out and makes me money because I bought some of his rookie cards over the weekend. So I'd love that to happen.
Listen, maybe he does the week after. But homie's not just going out there and doing that.
Why?
Burrow had 260 and how many touchdowns? I don't even see a touchdown.
I mean, I can see Zach Wilson going and throwing for 260.
And what does that have to do with me?
You're saying he's not going to come out and just be him. I think he could.
I
think there's a decent shot, bro.
Do you want to bet on this game?
No, because I took the Steelers.
Okay, then let's move on.
This game, just nobody on the Jets for fantasy. Breece Hall was one of Ryan's starts. Steelers, I mean, Najee, Deontay probably, but that's probably where the list runs out.
Yeah.
Not even either.
Don't even be excited about it.
No, not even the Steelers defense.
I think you can start the Steelers defense against Zach Wilson coming off of meniscus. Listen, I could be wrong, but he's coming off of a meniscus.
It wasn't a serious meniscus. It was just like a little bit like torn.
Bears Giants. Let's get to the good game.
Give me the Giants. I don't love it. Give me Saquon in his revenge game after the game he tore his knee up against 2 years ago. It's only literally the only reason I took the Giants. Yeah, it was against the Bears.
The only reason I'm taking the Giants because they're home.
It's fair. I mean, I don't blame you.
Another game that can go under.
Yeah. Fantasy. To keep this one short and sweet, fantasy purposes, Saquon. Whoever's running back for the Bears.
Yeah, David Montgomery. Or I'd be like a little bit weary starting David Montgomery.
Yeah, if he plays this week, I probably ain't starting him.
It depends on practice. Like, definitely look at practice. But if he only gets in like one session,
nah. Probably go Khalil Herbert. I mean, even if David Montgomery does play, I think they're going to split touches. Yeah. Just because, seems like they're going to try and rush him back, which a lot of these teams do for some reason with their running backs when they have serviceable backups. But it's fine, though. I'm taking the Giants. Give me Saquon. Best running back in the league when he's healthy. Next up, Titans at the Colts. Give me the Colts. The Titans suck. Ryan Tannehill's terrible. Colts are back.
I took the Titans.
I'll bet this one.
No.
That's fair.
I wanted to bet this last week, and I took the Titans, and I would have won.
Why'd you take the Titans?
Don't know.
Just took them?
I just have a feeling.
That's fine. I respect your feeling, but fuck your feelings.
Jonathan Taylor has a chance to take over this game, but I guess just give me Derrick Henry taking over this game. My man Ryan Tannehill's fighting for a job. He's holding on, so I'm going to hold on with him. It sucks that they're traveling. If they were home, I'd feel like way more confident. But give me Tennessee.
No, absolutely not. No, give me the Colts.
The Colts just, they just won their Super Bowl last week.
No.
Their season's over now.
Colts are winning the division.
Really?
Yes.
After all this shit about the Jaguars, you're still taking the Colts?
I'm not saying the fucking Jags are going to go win the Super Bowl.
They're first right now.
Thanks.
Yeah, but these teams suck.
I know.
This is the best chance they're ever going to have.
I know.
Because the Texans are going to catch them before they end up winning one off talent. This is the best chance the Jaguars will ever have to win a division.
Stop it. You're just a hater.
The Jaguars.
Like, why? What did they do to you?
They've just sucked ever since I've grown up.
Then that's fine. So have the Cowboys, but you're still rocking with them.
And we've at least made the playoffs.
The Jags almost made it to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but with Blake Bortles.
I mean, they've done the same in the past, in our lifetime, as Dallas has done.
Yeah, but the Jaguars.
What, a
they're
couple
just
playoff? What did the Dallas Cowboys
Jaguars
have? One
hired
more?
like racist coaches and stuff. I don't like them.
Listen, that's in the past. They got Doug Peterson now and Trevor Lawrence.
I don't like Doug Peterson either. Neither should you. For obvious reasons. That banner would have another one.
Yo. And with all that being said, give me the Colts.
Give me the Titans because...
Do I love it? No. Would I bet it? Yeah. Just give me Michael Pittman and Jonathan Taylor over Derrick Henry and Robert Woods.
Literally Derrick Henry.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't even like taking it. I just think the Titans defense, maybe. I don't know. Just
no.
Shaq Leonard style, right?
It's actually, that is, yeah, I don't know.
You're going to correct me. Okay, I did it right.
Well, I was thinking Shaq Barrett from the Buccaneers.
No, I was thinking Shaq Leonard.
Nah, but I'm taking the Colts. I don't love it. This next game is just as ugly. Chargers at Texans.
Give me the Chargers.
Yeah.
Listen, when teams get embarrassed...
Listen, last week was just a trap week for the Chargers. They were preparing for the AFC South powerhouse Houston Texans.
Last week was... They didn't practice together and they looked like shit.
Yeah.
They got embarrassed on national television by the Jacksonville Jaguars. And when that type of thing happens, you usually blow out the team that you play next, and they will be blowing out the Houston Texans. The Texans are better than the Jaguars, so...
I'll bet you the Jags finish better than the fucking Texans.
No, but when they play each other, I'll probably take the Texans.
And
just because they own them.
Rocking the Jags, and I'm sure we'll bet on
Go
that.
ahead. With all that being said, I'm taking the Chargers. They're bouncing back. They're back.
Yeah.
Slater's out. That's obviously a big hurt.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert, bad ribs, but give me Herbo and my man Mike and Everett and Keenan Allen's back.
Give me Gerald Everett. And give me
Austin
Justin
Eckler's
Herbert.
back.
Everett. Isn't he? Are they?
Keenan's back.
Yeah, but I mean, is he?
K9 on defense. Derwin.
Fucking Kenneth Murray, that bum.
Listen, we can't all be superstars in the NFL, okay? He starts.
Oklahoma's holding walk-on tryouts, yo. What's up? Head out to Norman, walk on.
Need to be a student. Or I would. I should have been a student there. Then I could have embarrassed myself.
Been cool to go to school that with, like...
Imagine being in class and just seeing...
Like, who was... I mean, we would have went to school with,
You'd be with the juniors right now.
Spencer and Caleb.
That would have been a little awkward.
Been on the same building as Lincoln Riley, maybe? Fuck that guy, but still.
Awkward.
But no, I'm taking the Chargers in this one. It's really not close. The Texans are bad.
Could be sitting in class with Marvin Mims right
These
now.
games blow, cuz.
Yeah, but they get good.
What, the last 4 games? I mean, the next game, Browns-Falcons. Give me the Browns. I don't know why. I don't love it, but I just think that their defense is going to be able to hold up against a Falcons offense.
The Browns are 2-1 and on track to make the playoffs. Give me the Browns. It's going to be a blowout.
Bet you it's not a blowout. But
It's not going to be a blowout because the Browns can't score 20.
I was going to say. I mean,
Nick Chubb, I think, is going to run all over him.
Yeah.
And
That's about it.
that's really like all I can say.
Is Kareem Hunt a starter sit this week?
Depends on how down bad you are. He's a flex, so yeah.
It's fair.
I don't have Kareem Hunt because
I have him in
like,
2 leagues.
put myself in that situation and be like, do I start Kareem Hunt this week? Who could give me 20 or could give me 4?
I did last week, and I did 2 weeks ago, and he gave me like 5.
2 weeks ago, he gave you 20. He had 20.
It was against the Jets. I started him, and he sucked.
So week 1,
Week
he
2,
had
it was
20.
week 1, him and Nick Chubb went off. They both had
okay.
20.
Okay.
Week 2 against the Jets,
He sucked.
and that's when I started him.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like playing that game of Kareem Hunt.
I mean, I have him in the league that I have Nick Chubb in, just in case.
Oh, that's fine because that's a nice insurance policy.
Yeah.
You have the best
But
insurance
in the other
policy.
league, I just have Kareem Hunt, and he's not worth a goddamn.
Yeah.
I mean, I have David Montgomery, Kareem Hunt, Devin Singletary, and J.K. Dobbins all on one squad, so.
I told you not to draft J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, but I mean, he was there when kind of late, so I was like, hey, why not?
Because you're trying to trade him.
My brother wants to buy him.
You try to give me him for Jahan Dotson, who I just picked up in the waivers.
If you want him, you can have him. Name your price. The Browns. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how the frick they're doing it.
defense and playing shitty football teams.
And the Falcons have been holding their own these past 3 weeks, though. I know they're only 1-2, but they've been holding their own. I'm rebuilding them on Madden right now. I got Kyler.
Why would you get Kyler when you have Marcus Mariota?
Well, this is Madden 21, so I was still with Matt Ryan.
Oh, okay. That's reasonable.
I had to do so much stuff. I mean, I traded Matt Ryan, got Justin Herbert, realized he wasn't that fast, so I had to trade Justin Herbert to the Dolphins for 2 firsts and a second. Had to turn some of the second-round picks into a defensive tackle in Daron Payne. Then I sent 2 first-round picks in Daron Payne to the Cardinals for Kyler Murray. And then we just blew out the Bucs 45-13.
Anyways, going to the good game. Washington football team, Dallas Cowboys.
I literally wrote Dallas. God, this is a fucking terrible game.
Give me Dallas. I think Carson Wentz is imploding. He had 2 good weeks, but now it's the Carson Wentz that we all know and cherish and hold deep to our hearts. He's back. Cowboys defense is pretty solid. And Carson Wentz is going to struggle. Trayvon Diggs is going to stun Terry McLaurin.
Again.
Like he stunned Jamar Chase. Pull up stats. Pull them up.
I'm just rolling up.
Washington's going to suck against Dallas. Dallas isn't much better. But Dakota says he's coming back against the Rams. Probably going to look like shit. But it's fine. You know? I would rush back too, and Cooper Rush is 3-0.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
Give me Dallas in this one.
Yeah, Cooper Rush trying to get a job, so I'm rocking with him.
QB controversy in Dallas? I want no part of it.
Yeah,
I mean, this is about the same place we were at with Nick Foles and Carson Wentz were in a quarterback controversy. So, I mean,
no. At least Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Cooper Rush is 3-0. Against the Vikings,
but it's
Bengals,
the Dallas Cowboys we're talking about.
Giants.
It's the Cowboys we're talking. It's Jerry's world and we live in it, bro. If Jerry says that there could be a QB controversy, there's probably going to be a QB controversy. Because it's Jerry's world and we just live in it.
No.
I would disagree.
No, we're good.
You're the Cowboys fan. So, but no, I took Dallas in this one. Washington's poverty. Next up, Eagles, Jags. I'll be at the game Sunday. If you see me, say what's up. Give me the Birds.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. Eagles are at home and the Jags suck, so give me the Eagles.
The Jags don't suck. I think the Jags could be a tough test for Philly this week in terms of how solid their defenses looked. But, I mean, the Eagles' defense is just so good, and they have that ability to just put up 5, 10 sacks a game. Trevor's going to be in for a long day. I think this could be a lower-end scoring game just because both defenses are kind of solid. But I think the Eagles come out on top of this one. Give me Miles Sanders to start this week. Start Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown. Both have to be. Devontae Smith has to be a star from this point on. In terms of the Jags, though, probably nobody really. The running backs maybe because Antonio Gibson was pushing the pile against the Eagles last week when he was running the ball. So maybe James Robinson. I don't love Christian Kirk this week.
You have to start James Robinson because of how good he's been.
Yeah.
Eagles-wise, you start Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Miles Sanders. And Dallas Goedert.
Devontae Smith.
No.
Yes.
Listen, do not fall. Do not bite that bullet.
Don't
do it. Don't do it. Listen, he might be a stud, and I might be an asshole. But if he's going to be a stud, he'll be a stud the rest of the weeks. He's not going to be a stud for me this week.
Why?
Because I'm not biting that. I'm not. Nope. Not falling for that trap.
I'm all in. Go Birds. Go Birds. I'm all in.
Shove the chips.
Just shove it all towards me, baby. I'm all in.
Personally, I'd chill on Devonta Smith, but it's like, I don't know.
Jalen's been looking for him, so it's got that going for him. Next up, fun game, Bills-Ravens. It's going to be a good game. I think this could be game of the week. Give me the Bills, though. Coming off that tough loss, I think they're going to be pissed off. I just don't think that I think that the Bills are just going to be pissed off is what it comes down to. Yeah, the Ravens are the home team. They got that going for them. I just can't see a world Buffalo losing back-to-back.
I did it. Took the Ravens.
I'll put 10 on it.
You're way too eager. I don't like it. I mean, I did write down the Bills, but I changed my mind after you told me that the whole entire secondary was out. And I'm rocking with the Lamar Jackson MVP campaign. Really, it's just I did so bad last week. I might as well keep up the trend.
That's fine. I don't blame you. Part of me really wanted to take the Jags and Eagles game. I'm going to be at the game rooting for the Eagles, and I just don't want that in the back of my mind.
Okay, we'll do this. This is the deal I'll give you.
Okay.
Give me the Eagles for $5, and I'll give you the Bills for $5. So I'm taking the Ravens, who are the underdogs, and you're taking the Jags, who are the underdogs.
That's fine.
$5 each.
Yep. Cool. Jinx.
Yeah.
I'll write it down in the notebook.
Yeah. Most likely, we don't owe each other any money. But there is a chance that the Eagles and Ravens win, which is going to happen. You're on me 10.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm sorry if I'm destroying you right now, putting the pens back in the cup.
Buy some pens. Granted, they're not for sale.
They're
but
free.
We'll send them.
If you want a pen, I will ship a bunch of them in a bubble mailer to you. Comment below or shoot me a DM on my personal account.
Or just buy a shirt and we'll send a few.
The few, we will send you a lot. Name your price. Name how many you want.
The company may or may not have gave us double what we got, so we may or may not be sitting on 1,000 pens.
I would say we're probably around the high 800s now. Because, I mean, I've been going through them at work and giving them to people at card shows and stuff.
I'm about to just go to places and just throw
I mean, we're probably literally staring at 800 pens under this desk, but...
No, they're two.
Well, no, so we're probably looking at least 350 to 450 pens under this desk. But no, I mean, for fantasy purposes, Rashad Bateman was the stardom for me this week. Got to start Lamar every week. Sitting J.K. Dobbins this week. Got to start Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch every week. In terms of Buffalo, Josh Allen, obviously. I say start Devin Singletary this week. Stephon Diggs, obviously. Gabe Davis and Isaiah McKenzie, maybe.
Gabe Davis, yes. Isaiah McKenzie depends on how many receivers you start, but a wide receiver 3, he is definitely fine every single week with that.
Yeah. Next up, somehow the Cardinals are underdogs against the Panthers. I'm taking the Cardinals.
I'd take the Cardinals also. I can see why, because they're in Carolina and the Cardinals look like shit. But give me Kyler.
The Panthers look much better.
The Panthers can catch, I think.
I mean, DJ Moore is another sneaky start this week. He's leading the team in targets. He hasn't fucking put up any numbers, but he's leading the team in targets.
Cardinals literally can't catch, except for Hollywood. And then you usually couldn't catch.
Yeah.
Well, Hollywood Brown is your best catcher on your team. You're just in a really bad
just
situation.
For 3 more games.
And then Hop is back. And then the Cardinals are back. And then the Super Bowl run is back.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better. You pretty much hit the nail on the head of that one.
I'm probably begging, but it's fine.
Nah, give me the Cardinals with D-Hop. I'm rocking the Cardinals this week. I mean, as you guys know, and if you guys have been following for a while, I am a very, very big, giant, huge Baker Mayfield fan. He just really hasn't been doing it for me. They need a new coach. Matt Rule is a terrible coach.
I hate that guy.
Probably on the outs after this year. In terms of fantasy, Hollywood Brown was a star for me. Probably got to start Kyler. Probably should start James Conner. Sit Zach Ertz. On the Panther side, DJ Moore's a sneaky start this week. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey because you drafted him too high, and that's where my list runs out.
Yeah.
Do I want any parts of this game? No. It's probably going to be a low score, if we're being honest. Just because, I mean, neither offense can really seem to get it going. But the potential's there.
Broncos Raiders. Give me the Raiders, because I don't see them going 0-4.
I said the same thing last week about them being 0-3, and here we are, so I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, but I can see them being 0-3. I can't see them being 0-4.
I can see the Broncos coming out and Russ actually finally cooking.
I could see Derek Carr being something.
Dude. That's saying a lot coming from you. I'm changing my pick.
I've been hearing Derek Carr be so good in the last... I mean... He has Devontae Adams, and he has Hunter Renfrow, and Mac Hollins, and Darren Waller, and Josh Jacobs.
He said Mac Hollins before Darren Waller, and Hunter Renfrow before Darren Waller. Jesus.
Because Mac Hollins scored more than Darren Waller has all season.
Oh, my God.
And Hunter Renfrow all season.
It's such a bad bag. That's terrible. That's just such a bad beat.
I'm literally just taking the Raiders because they're at home, and they're 0-3.
I'm taking the Broncos just because I... can't bet on the Raiders anymore. I mean, I've been betting on the Broncos again for some reason after what I went through last year.
Can I just take neither?
I was going to say, can we leave this blank?
Can I say it's a tie? 0-0 tie.
This is kind of a big fantasy game, though. On the one side, I said Russell Wilson's a start this week. Cortland Sutton has been good. Javonte Williams is a start every week. In terms of the Raiders, Derek Carr, Darren Waller, Devontae Adams.
Somebody said Devontae Adams is sit him this week.
You just can't. It's getting too. That's called getting too cute. That's literally just called getting too cute.
I agree. Don't draft him that high if you're going to sit him.
Yeah, it's like me saying, "Oh, you got to sit Christian McCaffrey this week." Like, you don't do that. Like,
although I want to sit Alvin Kamara because that dude pissing me off.
But you can't because that's just getting too cute. And I mean, you literally
I might.
Can't go against your advice. We preached all last year, don't get too cute.
Yeah, but Brees Hall's a starter.
Who are your other running backs?
Aaron Jones and Saquon Barkley.
Is that your super team league?
Yeah, the super team that just can't buy a win.
Win a game. Man's 0-3 with Kamara, Barkley, Aaron Jones,
Debo
Samuel,
T. Higgins, Darren Waller, and Justin Herbert.
But
I can't buy a win.
I won't. That's bad.
Because they just can't score a point, but it's fine. Just getting shitted.
This is an ugly game. This next game isn't getting much prettier. The Pats at the Packers.
If you're in a survivor pool, you go with the Packers. Granted, are the Patriots a team that you should respect? Yeah, sure, because of their history.
Survivor pool picks this week?
So literally this game, and it's this game only.
Steelers? No.
Find another game besides this one. Good luck.
Dallas?
Yeah. Let me put my future into Cooper Rush.
That's what Jerry Jones is doing. So you better buy it now.
I mean, there's no pick'ems.
This is another tough week for a survivor pool.
Nope. Packers. There's no way Brian Hoyer beats Aaron Rodgers.
It's Packers or Dallas for your survivor pool this week, and that's probably it.
Chargers is the other one.
I guess.
It's the Packers. Go with the Packers if you're in a survivor pool.
This is going to be a defensive slugfest. We're looking at a 21-10 final, 21-13 final. Aaron Rodgers is going to go out, play Brian Hoyer, get carried by his defense, and that's going to be it. The Patriots are doomed for the long run. Mac Jones has a severe high ankle sprain. The future literally is just darkness for the Patriots.
You sound hurt.
I'm come to terms that the Patriots are done, which is fine. I'll sit here on my 6 Super Bowl ring banner with my 2 replica Super Bowl rings, and I'll enjoy it. And it's fine because I'm an Eagles fan. But no, the Packers are going to win this game, and it's not close. If you have a survivor pool this week, the Packers are probably the safest pick. Because like Ryan said, there is not a snowball's chance in hell that Brian Hoyer goes and beats Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau.
Packers are 10.5 point favorites, too. So it's the highest favorites of the week.
Rightfully so.
Next up, Chiefs-Bucks.
This game sounds like it's going to a neutral site because the hurricane going on in Tampa. If you're down there, have family down there, everybody stay safe, shelter up, and get ready.
Shelter up or leave.
Yeah.
Whatever
evacuate if you can. Shelter up if you have to. Just everybody stay safe.
Whatever you feel is right.
So, yeah, it sounds like the Bucs are trying to get the game moved to Miami just because it's closer to home. But it sounds like the NFL is looking for a neutral site. And I was hearing the Viking Stadium get thrown around because they are in New Orleans this weekend. Or they're in London.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it sounds like it's probably going to be the Viking Stadium. But I'm rocking the Bucs on this one. Julio's back playing this week. Mike Evans is back this week. Yeah, it's just going to be a fun game to watch, probably. Brady versus Mahomes, always a classic, but I'm never going to bet against Tom Brady. So that's literally the only reason I picked the Bucs is because they have Tom Brady.
I'm taking the Chiefs because...
He doesn't know again. That's fine. I don't blame you.
The Bucs have been without their weapons for like 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Mike Evans has played with them, but Mike Evans missed last week. Julio's missed the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2, yeah.
Chris Godwin's still out. Chiefs have their weapons, so that's really like the only reason. And because they're going to move locations, so
yeah.
No real home field advantage. Give me the Chiefs in this one. It's going to be a good game though. I'm not shitting on the Bucs or nothing.
Saying to sit Devontae Adams is like me saying sit Travis Kelce because Devin White and Levante David are going to be playing man coverage on him. That's just stupid.
Yeah, you're playing everybody in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You're playing everybody. You're playing Mahomes. You're playing Brady. You're playing Mike
You don't
Evans.
have to play Brady.
You're playing Mike Evans. You're playing Leonard Fournette. You're probably maybe playing Julio, depending on how down bad you are. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun game to watch. And for the main event, Monday Night Football, the Los Angeles Rams traveling all the way across the country to the San Francisco 49ers. I took the Rams in this one. Why? I don't know.
$5 for the culture.
Put it down on the board or on the book.
I went with the Niners.
Why? I'm genuinely curious.
They haven't won in the Niners since 2018. They just can't travel cross country like that. Give me the Niners. The Niners have their number. The Niners just lost embarrassingly to the Broncos. So give me Jimmy G. Give me Debo. They're back.
Give me Jalen Ramsey locking Debo down. Give me Cooper Kupp doing his thing. And give me Matt Stafford out playing Jimmy Garoppolo.
Granted, all the players that you mentioned are better than the players on the Niners. But for some reason, the Niners just have the number. So,
hey, good for them. But I'm taking the Rams this one. Why? Give me Matt Stafford over Jimmy G, and that's probably about it, if I'm being honest.
I'm taking the Niners because the Rams haven't looked that good this season, and I think that the Niners have their number, and I think that the Niners are a little embarrassed from what happened on primetime television, and I think they're going to have to change things up a little bit. So they're going to do that against the Rams and take on the dub.
Lap Dance Lance enjoyed that Monday night game now.
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, anything else we got to talk about? These games, these games aren't as pretty as last week, but I mean they're all on paper except the
there's
Patriots game.
Really really bad games with really good games. There's no in between.
The really really bad games are going to be close though because how bad the teams are.
Yeah, but it's not just no.
It's fair. And that's going to wrap up this week's final episode of the Greatest Podcast on Turf. I just thought in my head we have to record some TikTok, so go follow us on TikTok. Be sure to check out all our other content from earlier in the week. Good luck with your predictions, bets, and fantasy weeks. Hopefully we helped this week. We're doing good on bets. Our stardom sit-ems have been pretty accurate. So keep showing your boys some love. Be sure to click that subscribe button. We're inching our way to 500. This time next year, we will be at over 1,000. Mark my words. And we will see you guys next week with our waiver wire pickups and our weekly recap episode.
See ya.
Peace.